Okay, it appears to be working. Is it? No, I guess just check everything. Okay.
0 views now right now. At least that's what it says even though
Sorry, it's recording the video anyway. Let's see what the delay's like. Okay. It's pretty far back. Sorry, it's recording the video anyway.
Trina's definitely one of them.
Apparently there's 3 people here. Look at this. Oh shit! Who is it?
What might have been.
Might have been me, yeah. This is cool.
Just waiting on more people to come in.
Not even. I'm not even worried about that. It's gonna turn the video anyway.
Okay.
But as long as it's working, I'm happy.
Whenever you're ready.
So are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
To play some Chicken Police?
Yes.
We're starting the game. No, I'll turn this up. So the mic doesn't pick it up. Dead men are heavier than broken hearts.
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me.
Well, I'll tell
I'm
Shaq
getting
to come
old.
in and check the stream for me.
My name is Sonny. Sonny Featherland. An investigator for 20 years.
20 years.
And once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department. One half of the legendary
Especially for a chicken.
Police.
Maybe did it that long.
But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right
He must have been in
now.
it since he was a wee yoke.
Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too.
Oh, damn.
Whoever made this must have been smoking
Still,
something
what do I
strong.
expect?
Paint it red.
We're living in a vast experiment and don't even notice
Really
that
secretly
everything
registered.
got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement.
Less than half a year.
Retirement. That's what we're all looking for.
What could possibly go wrong?
But none of us are gonna get. Well, she's a dame.
Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was
I don't even need
just
to wear
a light
this.
switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient
But does she
building,
have a sophisticated
and
sounding
perhaps
name?
the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance.
I don't think so. Let's turn on the light first.
The Wild Gentlemen. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground. We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight.
Ooh,
What?
yes. Quality. I'm not digging it.
You change that, yeah.
Much better. It doesn't change again, does it? No. Okay.
This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life. Before Molly left me and took our daughter.
So, a chicken was in a relationship with what seems to be a parrot.
A parrot that can play the guitar.
Molly wanted a cracker.
Shh.
M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition.
It's supposed to be like
I only
Miles
heard the old
Davis.
man
See, I thought it
live
was,
one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge.
Oh, what do you call the guy that did the song with Frank Sinatra? Sammy Davis.
Could be.
The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes.
Go away and dropping the mic on the floor. Oh, okay. Right. So,
I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever.
Well, that just seems unhelpful.
he's not a very helpful man. Like,
My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't.
Is that just a
Chief
crushed up
Mudboy
cigarette?
Took mine, so I got this one out of a.
And yet he
pack
went
of
out for a pack of
cornflakes,
smokes?
just in case.
okay, so there is two people here. Yo.
Yo, mama.
What are you doing? You kissing the mic?
No, he's licking. I'm blind, okay? God.
Shy, you're gonna get us
My last cigarette.
banned.
You're lucky I don't have a light.
With all these yo mama jokes.
Look, I don't have a light now.
She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know. Books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has.
That's sad. I wonder if I can turn the volume up. Hang on. Well, I know why it's so low. I made it low.
There you go.
It's probably better. Can you? If anyone's here, can they tell me to make sure I'm not getting any feedback from the microphone? You can only hear the. I can turn it down a bit. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're reaching. Let's talk to question mark lady.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah. Miss Deborah Ibanez.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Felland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me.
Philmar
He's a
Lowe.
nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've got to have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink
Interspecies
alone.
relationships.
So,
Somebody call the
maybe
cops on this game.
some sherry?
Well, I mean, he was
If
with
you
a parrot.
insist. But bourbon, please.
Ah, thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
Chickens can.
What a
Well, they can,
coincidence.
but
So come on, spill it from the beginning.
It's not flying, it's falling of style.
I agree. Well, look at them. Cheers.
I mean, what I'm saying is, look, they've got human hands. Oh, I sound really fucked. Maybe I'll turn this up. Is this, am I turning it up or down? This is the issue. This is what we're trying to figure out.
Working out the kinks.
That should be probably a bit better now.
Alright, what else can we do?
See, you have to keep on. See, this is why I think this is sort of the you have to keep on talking to her.
Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally,
You know-
they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to.
He's
dig
gonna
a
have to
little
pay
deeper. If you don't
dearly.
mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please, that's why I'm here.
It's the animals with the human hands. That reminds me of the Wormeriner
Who is this dame anyway?
show.
And what the cluck is she doing? In
Oh,
my
it's,
apartment on
it's
New
BoJack
Year's
Horseman.
Eve?
But you're not wrong. It is. It is BoJack Horseman, but more like realistic BoJack Horseman.
Hang on, I have to go look at this window.
Okay.
I don't see colors anymore. Only emptiness. Everything faded. I need another drink.
God damn, man.
This town's always been black to me. Oh shit. Oh, uh-oh. Questioning her now. Focus what you know about the suspect. Is he or she suspicious? Concentrate on that.
Okay, so right now she's
He is suspicious. I am suspicious? Why are you suspicious? gather impressions of subjects.
John Doe.
Every impression adds new question lines. Is it? Detective Leader.
Blah blah blah. I like that.
Slight echo. Interesting. Move it slightly further away. No, there's enough muscles from that. That's okay.
I must be cautious
I
and
can
smart.
maybe
This dame seems shy,
fix that
which
again.
I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I can scare her off.
Okay.
Let's start
That should be it
gently,
again.
and when the
Hopefully
time
fixed.
comes, we can go in hard.
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
Deborah Ibanez. I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I have to say to her, or I could scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
Tell me, which part of the
Giggity.
city do you live in? Calavera Hills? Flowerville, maybe?
Look, I don't want to answer that. I'm here on behalf of my employer, and not on personal business.
Fair point, Deborah. Let's try a different approach. Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but I still have common sense.
I don't doubt that for a second, Miss Ibanez.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you are.
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant as such.
Born and raised in Clawville. Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself? Do you even know what you want?
Yeah.
Why did you come to
Need to
visit
go
me?
out.
Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home
Natasha
lately.
Katsenko. I
Only
wonder what she
really has
is.
to.
How so?
Miss
Maybe I don't know.
Natasha
It's
is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So she's that
She's
kind
that
of
kind
woman.
of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that.
You want from me? What exactly did you expect by coming here to meet me? I'm sure it's unintentional, but you're toying with me. How did you get this address?
Got it from your mama.
How did she get this address? Well, her employer could have known it.
How did you get this address?
You know, my mistress has exceptional connections.
If they were so exceptional, she wouldn't have chosen me.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Detective. You're the head of the famous Chicken Police. Am I right?
Was it a raccoon with a scarred face called Zip who recommended me? He hates me.
No, Mr. Featherland. I don't know anyone like that.
Lucky for you, Deborah.
Is she toying with me?
I'm sure it's not intentional, but are you toying with me?
I'm not sure I understand you, Mr. Featherland.
Cut the crap, Deborah.
Cut the
You're a
crap,
pretty
Deborah.
smart girl, and you can't hide that no matter how hard you try. But ever since we've been talking, I couldn't force one single straight answer out of you. I'm starting to think I'm terrible at what I do.
I'm sorry, Mr. Featherland. You're right. I'll try to be more straightforward next time.
I appreciate that, ma'am.
think you're cut out for this kind of work. This is just too risky for me. I can't take the case. Let's pretend you never found me here, okay? And are you in some sort of jam?
No, she's in a marmalade.
Are you in some sort of jam?
Nothing of the sort. There are simply things better left unsaid.
Then you're wasting my time.
I trust your instincts. You'll manage it.
Yeah, and I have no other choice, right?
To be honest, no, Mr. Featherland. Not really.
You ever felt truly vulnerable? Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Oh, yeah, sure you are. Yeah, there is a little bit of delay, so I'm getting your comments slightly after you write them. Well, no, I'm getting them, but when you're sending them, it's in the past, but it's also in the future.
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Look, Santino, I'll explain everything.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
You see, we're starting to understand each other.
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to
That's
be
much
a
more
cop?
dangerous than it. Check it
No,
back up
not
against the
for
wall.
the world.
Smart answer. Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler.
Hobart
Or
Wessler.
as most people know him.
Now,
I
that's
don't.
A name.
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
Exactly.
Feathery gods, help me.
Wait a second.
So you get it
Is that a
now.
cat
The secrecy.
with a rat?
To put it mildly, I think I understand
I thought it
it
was a
all.
weasel, but maybe it is a rat.
Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
True detective. In the tutorial. I think.
Focus accuracy 90%.
So now... The notebook is the detective's best friend. Here you gather vital information about the case, the suspects or victims, and the locations you will visit. How does it work? Click any text or picture in your notebook to read the translated version in your language. In my language. Victim, a lady, is the target of some strange threats. All of them are written. What was it? It was written on a wall. It was on a wine bottle, and then it was free. It was a brick that was free through your window.
And it was painted on like the side of her house, she said.
Certainly this
I'm pretty sure that dude is a rat.
Well, it's very like telling. Radis, yeah, rat.
A cat with a rat.
Good looking, charismatic, and a clucking gangster. One of those well-known gangsters in Clawville, real estate mogul, bank director, museum owner, distiller, smuggler, and information broker. And that's only the half of what I've heard about him. He has a dirty little paws everywhere.
That's what I was about
Everywhere
to
in the
say.
city underworld.
He's got his hands and everything.
This
What about the
Natasha.
Tasha?
What was
The
she?
alleged employer.
Felix Caddis.
She has remarkably clean eyes.
She's definitely in trouble. So, what is these? Pretty and fragile, nothing too special.
Goddamn.
Ouch. Serious threats. Currently the girlfriend of notorious gangster Ivan Wester. This explains a lot of things, namely excessive secrecy. Also, we're going to try and complete this entire game in one stream. That should be fun. She runs errands for her employer, a sophisticated lady, but I don't think she's from a particularly wealthy or influential family. She's afraid and she's secretive, or she's just secretive. And an outstanding actress. In any case, not everything she told me is true. I'm pretty sure about that. Her employer currently bolsters the rank of Evil Whistler. To put it mildly, this explains the cloud of fear surrounding Silence. That's where we are. Oh. Oh.
Sunny.
I can't edit this, but I can just change the O to you.
No. We just happen to share a name.
Oh, there you go. Oh. This is a lot of reading. Bloody New Year's Eve. They flew high for almost 10 years with a fatal brawl put an end to their legends. There's a series of novels about them by Meredith H. Marble. They have published 10 books over a course of 7 years before the series faded out of public interest, as did the Chicken Place itself. Ouch. Three Gauls. Oh, that's about the wild ones. Okay, so it says reasonably short, I think. There's only 32 scenes.
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints, you know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555 111.
Crazy for
Please,
a sharp
take a look
chicken.
at this.
Well, okay. Let's see.
I'm gonna talk to her again, but
Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles.
Well, at least he's honest.
there's nothing in someone's room, is there? I don't think so.
No, you've gone to the drawer.
I can't use the phone yet because
Don't
spoilers.
you want to look at it? The message I gave you.
Oh shit!
Yeah, of course.
I was paying attention.
Got that bad cigarette. What's that?
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman.
Gentleman.
N.
I should have known she was Russian.
I'm Russian cat.
I haven't dusted you off in a while, partner. Looks like I may be needing you now. Ironic, but ever since I've been on furlough, with only my fake badge sitting in my cabinet, I feel more like a cop than I ever had before. More like a Clawville cop, anyway. Oh man, I totally get you. Oh man, I totally
Saying
get
that
you.
about a burnt cigarette? Or
Or bent
I felt
cigarette.
like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a
Feel that way
blackjack.
sometimes.
a burnt
Reality
like a
tilted.
bent cigarette?
Yeah.
Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs.
Why?
Why, Molly?
Why?
Why now?
Of all the times, Molly.
Mr. Featherland?
He's like, huh?
Santino, are
He's
you
wearing
alright?
a lot of
What
leather.
the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino.
It's not happy.
My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Force him to look at the
Blackmail.
jab.
Don't play innocent with me.
But
All right. When can I visit?
visit me.
Not you, Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Czar Club.
Sorry,
Didn't you tell me she's
not?
not the social kind? That she's
Well, that
especially
was on the pamphlet that
unsociable?
she gave you,
Or
no?
does
Yeah.
she only like loud and crowded clubs?
Right, we need to get her
No,
detective heads on
she's
right now. We
really
need to
not
turn this
like
light off.
that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble
They're in the dark
finding
room.
Miss Katsenko. But there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to
Oh,
meet
he's
you,
Sonny.
Mr. I
Of course
mean,
he's Sonny.
Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
Like, alright, let's go turn into the video anyway. Let's go turn into probably go turn into 3 videos.
Wait, there's a rabbit.
That's the guy I need to call to get her at least home because she's intoxicated, well, slightly intoxicated.
Lewis is the owner of a once reputable Atlas hotel and a good old friend of mine. At the moment, he's my landlord. It's only the two of us living in this unbelievably enormous hotel. He's crazy about detective stories, and he gladly helps me whenever I ask him.
Oh, 555, that's okay.
Oh, it's a rotary.
Oh.
9.
Oh, fuck. I mean, fudge.
Did you just curse?
On YouTube.
Frickin' dare you.
It's worked.
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you? Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
Of course she needs to drink water now. Can you guys hear that? Or whoever's here?
Lewis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here. Not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous place.
I'm just pouring myself out on YouTube. Give me a sec. On Facebook. Give me a second. Hey, Mr. Lewis.
The good old rabbit. I can always count on him, even on New Year's Eve. Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to take care of.
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah. Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
Who? What's his name? Marty what? I don't know who he is.
So Marty might be in the chicken place.
It's no he is, but he's Marty McChicken, I think. That was his name. Yeah, can you take her home now?
I can always count on you. Thanks, old buddy.
Don't even mention it, my friend.
You got anything planned for today?
It's a lot of
I
leather
thought I'd
gloves.
visit a nightclub. It's New Year's Eve, after all.
Well, I didn't mean to hold you up.
I'll ask a favor of you someday.
I owe you a lot of those, don't I?
That's true. I don't deny it.
So Lewis is either like a
Could
really
I ask you
good
a few
guy
more
or,
questions,
like,
Deborah?
Feel
There's something
free,
weird about him.
Sonny.
I can ask her more.
ask her more.
Oh,
So this Natasha dame.
Look, I'm just the messenger. You have to talk to my mistress about the details. Miss Katsenko was very clear on this matter.
well,
I
fine.
see.
Do you like
But-
that?
Please, Sonny.
I thought you were a deer.
Let's
Didn't
not
think
make this
you'd be
even
sheepish.
more uncomfortable.
Okay, understood. Let's drop it.
Thank you.
Not too much, but anyway. You bothered me. Okay, that's how you do it. There we go. Main scenes, limited scenes, cool scenes. I'll have to pick the next main scene if you're absolutely sure you don't want to visit any of the available. Okay. Okay. I got this. There's only one.
Of course, it's raining.
It was New Year's Eve, and I was
It's
driving,
been raining ever since Molly left.
risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the
I
same.
got a picture of her.
And the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an
You stop
eternity.
mentioning your retirement, old man.
When I look out the window of the hotel room I call
Go
home,
die!
I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show, with a glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive. And we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while others, the smart
Money
ones,
McChicken and
had already
Santino
gone.
Featherhead.
Molly.
Featherland.
Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still jump with that question every time I hear it.
This is better than the movie we watched last
And
night.
then there's Marty,
Oh
my ex-partner, who hates me. But I know I have to speak with him, no matter
Any
what.
of you guys watched Mank on Netflix?
Why do I feel like the
It's,
past is watching me on this
It's like 7 different
goddamn
movies in
night?
one. You just can't keep track. Chapter 1. Detour.
I knew where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago, we survived the night the press called the Bloody New Year. Forgotten by Clawville, but not by us. We both left parts of ourselves
What is
behind
the
that
Bloody
night.
New Year?
It's like,
Bullet holes.
yeah, there's a thing you can do.
These two.
I think, there we go. Sort of tells you everything. Let's talk to the
Phyllis and Roy's.
hedgehogs.
Two hedgehogs with an arrogance typical of novice cops. They're as prickly as they look. Officious little shitheads, but harmless.
Well, look at that. Hey, Sonny, what you scratching out over here? I heard the big boss threw you out.
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
The hedgehog
Hey,
speaks like Danny
you
Dyer.
don't have to be so peckish, old bud. By the way, you're in luck. Blood Boil's not in tonight. Malloy is in charge.
Oh, God. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky.
You got it. You looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains.
Sonny's
around here,
always ready for
Phyllis.
action with those
Yeah,
hands.
I'm looking for Marty.
Always,
Birds of a feather flock together.
I see you're still the funny guy round here. You'll find the
Why
giant
does he
feather
have
duster
hands,
at the
but they
shooting
seem to
range.
have, like,
As
normal
always.
claws?
Hey, Royce, I'm telling you this
Privilege?
because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
Racist remark.
I'd love to see that. Whose side
Got
are
something
you
against
on, you
chickens?
jerk?
Apparently so.
Wonder if he's a wolf. I don't know yet.
It's Phyllis. Phyllis is the racist against chickens. Carlton.
Special features. I hate him. I hate him as I hate his partner Phyllis. Wow. Megan Dunn resembles my partner, Marty a little, except that Royce doesn't have a kind heart. Aw. It's cute.
Marty has a kind heart.
Oh, I guess. Oh, I just tell you he's a rabbit. Look at this. I miss off. This. She owns Oh, she owns it. Okay.
Yeah.
It's all coming together.
This happened when that old bloodhound, Blood Boil, was promoted to chief of police.
Okay.
Back in the day, I used to patrol the city's streets in one of these. I don't
Can't
miss
wait
it,
to
but
see Blood
it
Boil.
used to have its advantages. Every time this poster disappears, good old Blood Boil puts it right back immediately. I tore it down at least 3 times already. Actually, it's a kind of passive-aggressive game for us with the chief.
Fair enough. Something else going on here, is there?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, it's in. Oh, shit. Sugar.
Here we are again, Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years. Anyway, the place holds the secrets of the ages, and some drunk pigs in the basement.
There's loads of stuff in here. Oh, so many people.
Marty drinks this shit. I've never tried it, but I'm pretty sure it's gross and probably toxic.
Oh, Monica!
Monica Rosen. Receptionist in theory, but in reality, she's doing literally everything around here. Like the beating heart of the PD. She's too good for this place, even for this city.
Is she a hummingbird?
Is she a hummingbird? Oh, wait, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
She can watch over thousands of things at once, and she's an angel. Bless her. They say he's-
Chowhound. Chowhound.
They say he's able to devour anything that crosses his path. That's why he gets his nickname Chowhound. There's so many people.
You know what he reminds me of? Morty.
There's Blood Boy. That's why he doesn't like chickens. Komodo dragon.
His old line.
And an unwrappable wreck.
Good God.
Oh, sure. Right on anything. Woo. Is that a Clint hint?
Line of contract.
She must know my wife Molly from somewhere, or perhaps from a very good performance. I must find out what the attraction is.
Hey, Monica.
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be celebrating somewhere?
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file? You know, I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those 2 prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of
Also,
there.
I'm just happy this
You
is
know
working.
how this day is for him.
Glad that you're
For
happy.
him?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
Boss Bird.
Bird. Like that.
Officer Bartman.
Honor, strength, unity. For the love of the wild gods, I'm gonna be sick.
Let's talk to Mort.
Mort, you scabbiest beast. What the hell did you do?
It's Morty to you, sonny boy. Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar, and someone got knocked on the head with a glass. It wasn't my fault. I'm as blind as a bat, am I right?
Did that ever bother you, Morty?
Oh shit, we got it ourselves.
Listen,
Thank you,
sonny
whoever it was.
boy, but tell them to leave me alone, eh? It's New Year's Eve, after all, and I didn't even do anything wrong. Not that wrong.
Where's your little lapdog to get you out of this mess? Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing around you?
Hey, Jeff is a good boy, Sonny. And he's good to me, believe me.
Oh, God, spare me the details. When will you finally realize that little shit's been using you?
Oh, of course he's using me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this old monster, eh? Still, Sonny, I have no one else. You understand that, don't you?
Even you deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself. Are you feeling okay?
Well, I'm not what I used to be, but neither are you, judging from your voice. But I'm seeing a doctor, Sonny boy.
Sonny boy.
I really am. Are you?
You can't see
No need
nothing.
to, Mort. I'm fine. Anyway, if Bubo prescribed you something, don't even think about taking it.
I don't talk to that insane owl.
Damn right.
Please,
An owl named
say
Bubo?
something on my behalf, okay? I really don't have time for this detective buffalo shit.
Hey, careful with that. Buffalo the chief today.
Like I care.
I'll try to speak for you, but keep it down till then, okay? You don't need this shit, and I don't need it either.
Sonny boy, you've always been a good friend.
More like a clucking pigeon.
Bosco. What a name.
Detective Chowhound Bosco. He thinks he's a real alpha, but
Animals?
nah, he's just a lapdog.
I mean, technically, I haven't seen one yet, but I have one that is a swerver, but also
Holy wild
a
ones,
technical
look at
term
the
for a
cat
female
dragged
dog.
in.
Hello to you too, Bosco. I see you're busy as always.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes. And boom, this son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know the lizards could fly. So, Mort was being a bad boy again. Nothing unusual. And you? Still dying?
I'm still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as unpleasant to me as it is to
Gotta
you.
stop mentioning that.
All right.
That's
No need
always
to
the
bite.
120
Wasn't trying to
It's
mess
like,
with
by the
you.
way, I'm retiring.
Not Moses
Just so everyone
was waiting for
knows,
that. And of course,
I'm
blood
retiring.
boil.
in
Let's hope I
120
won't run into any of them tonight.
in 120
Looking for
days.
Marty, eh?
That's like a good chunk of the
Ever
year,
since
dude.
you left, he's kind
Well,
of
it's
lost.
New Year's Eve now,
He's trying to hide it, but he's not the same word.
so
Well, I don't think we'll have a teary
120 days into the
reunion
new year.
thinking about how we parted.
Well,
Let me
it's
give you some
100 days
advice, Sonny.
at, like,
Let him
what,
rage.
mid-April?
He'll be the same after
Is
that.
that when Earth Day is?
Anyway, he was the one that shot you, right? You should be mad.
it's
not
100
him.
days
It's
on the
not
20th
that
of
simple,
January.
Bosco, but we'll see how he reacts. Thanks
It's New
anyway.
Year's. It's New Year's
No
Eve.
worries,
He's 121 days away from retirement.
Babe, New Year's Eve is in December.
Yes. Then it comes back in January.
No, just 30 days.
I know, but it'll be the 20th of January when he has 100 days left. Oh, you're telling me when 100 days is over? Okay. We got our wires crossed.
One of Blood Boyle's favorites. Mainly because he's a dog, of course.
Oh.
Officer Jardine. They say she's clever, smart, and dangerous. We need more of her kind in here. I'm really not in the mood to meet Deputy
No.
Malloy or any of my ex-colleagues from the Predatory Division.
The Predatory Division. Let's go see.
This is gonna be a hard ride. Last time we saw each other, he had a smoking gun in his hand and I was bleeding.
Goddamn.
I don't know how we can get past that, but it's worth a try.
Does he have a bullet hole in his, what is it called again? The thing on his head. His crest.
Long thighs and a big gun. That's Marty's idea of a perfect woman. Can't blame him for it.
Hey,
Hey, you, if you
Ammunition?
Ammunition box. If you leave, oh sorry, if you let,
Leave the ammunition boxes.
I'll kick your clucking ass.
That's from Marty.
I was just about to go when you came in, so if you want shooting
See, that
practice,
looks like a balloon.
Oh,
turn
yeah.
on the lights first.
You're right. I'm gonna do that.
I thought they shouldn't practice yet, but oh,
Claudia, Susie.
I know her well. Marty calls her Susie, and I have to say, this little she-devil pulled us out of many tough situations over the years.
he's so
I don't know, man. Claudia's cute.
Claudia, tiny, dark, and angry, and hits you where it hurts the most.
Linda.
I believe this piece is forbidden. Cops can't use it, but this is Marty's personal collection, so it doesn't matter. At least nobody has ever complained.
Linda.
Big Bertha
Her
too.
Majesty Big Bertha. Or rather, Big Bertha 2, because there was one before her. A sawed-off little broad, but we lost her in a swamp. Marty cried for a week. But once he saw this giant lady here, the balance of the universe was restored.
Of course. Big Bertha.
Hey,
the
Marty.
chick in the
Oh,
background.
well, look who's here. Hello, Boss Bird. Were you lost? This
at
is
my
the
nickname right here,
PD
Boss
building,
Bird.
you know?
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone, huh?
Marty, come on, let's forget that. What's past is past.
Now that you've pointed at that door
Easy
before,
for
I
you
can't
to
unsee
say,
it.
Sonny.
Damn it, Marty, you shot me, remember?
Oh, what?
I almost bled to death.
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately, my aim wasn't good enough.
I need your help, okay? That's what you want to hear.
Well, it's a start.
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
So, are you in? Just for tonight. Small case. We'll wrap it up in no time.
What kind of case?
A personal one.
How personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you're not on duty anymore.
Ooh, damn, Sonny. Stop it right there. I'm in.
That's it?
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom. Right, so, tell me, what's it about?
I'll tell you in the car.
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a routine case. You can't bring your shotgun, okay? Bertha stays.
Damn it.
Okay. But at least Susie can come, right?
All right, Susie can come.
That's what I want to hear.
Oh. Okay. No, that's it. Shit. Didn't know I'd have to reload. Shit. Ah,
Oh no, you shot a civilian.
that poor elephant. Ah, oh.
Another one?
No, I missed him. Okay, I was out of ammo. Damn it. Not time. Oh, well, now, hang on a minute.
You want to try again?
I can't be fourth. I can't be behind Moses. Who's Moses?
We haven't met Moses yet. Just gotta be quick on the reload.
Ah,
You shot a mother's and her baby.
I shot her right in the baby as well.
Oh my god!
Oh. I was thinking because something popped up on my screen.
The poor baby.
It'll live. Ugh.
Tell that to our daughter.
Oh. Sometimes it's good to be out of ammo. People have got to stop jumping out in public when I have a loaded gun.
Just on the quick draw. Well, you're definitely getting more points this time.
Why would you do that?
Oops.
I'm gonna come at least seconds, so that's nice. Nope. Yeah. Do you know what? I'm okay with that.
Marty's always in the shooting range.
Hey, Marty, what about Laura? How come she didn't eat you yet?
Yeah, very funny. We're good, by the way. Mostly. As good as we can be after all these years.
Glad to hear it.
She asks a lot about you.
Really?
Yeah. She always hated you for getting me into trouble all the time.
Understandable.
But she also felt sorry for you.
Oh, well, thanks. That's much better.
If I'm honest with you, she loved the chicken police, Marty, better than this one.
Well, I think I'll take that as a compliment.
Whatever, Sonny.
Leave?
I love the fact that they're chicken police.
Can we leave? Are we leaving? Marty? Marty, can we go?
I was just about to go when you came in, so...
You're right. I'm gonna...
I was just...
You're right.
No.
I'm gonna...
Talk to you again.
So, Sonny, you still limping?
The pellets tore my right hip to pieces. So, yes. The doctor says I'll limp forever.
Ah, good to hear that.
Fuck off.
Two people watching right now, just drop a comment saying who you are, because I'm curious if it's someone I know or if it's someone I don't. Can we just leave, Marty?
Can we go finally, or are you waiting for a...
Let's get out of here before I get detained for gutting you.
Finally. So we can leave? How do we get out of here?
I must have to talk to him like one more time.
Can we go finally, or are you waiting for...
Let's get out of here.
Lovely and...
Maybe have him return the lights.
I don't... Am I being dumb?
No, I didn't see an option to leave. Maybe you have to look into Marty.
I was just about...
You're right.
No, I don't care about your soul.
Marty looks good. Big and loud and angry as always.
I don't... No. I don't know how to leave. Is an objective I'm missing? For a file. Shining my feathers. He shot me once and I deserve it. Okay. Marty, how do I leave? Help.
Surprised it won't let you go back to up there.
Are you kidding me?
It happens.
Still drink
There's
coffee?
probably so much stuff I can, more
Yeah,
stuff I can find
my
in his
only
office.
poison.
you
Except
could
for
do that.
guns, of course. And women.
We could visit our old haunt. What do you think?
Ooh, a nice cup of Zips coffee and the hop dog. I'm in. Ooh, and maybe we'll get into a little fight too, huh?
If it comes to that, I'm leaving you without a blink.
Well, yeah, like last time.
Those were different times, Marty, with a different Sonny.
Well, all right. To the city then.
You don't have to come with me, you know.
Okay, I know. Let's go.
That's pretty sad.
Sonny, there's a little problem.
Not so little, and it smells, too. What the furry hell is Blood Boil doing here?
Well, it seems we can't avoid speaking to him.
Oh, yes, we can. You have your rifle with you, right?
What?
Just kidding. Sort of.
I'm still curious about who these people are. But anyway, welcome. Here you are. Nope, one of them's not using. He's make up half of the people.
Maybe next time. I'm not
playing
in the
this
mood
game.
to meet any of my ex-colleagues right now.
Oh, there it is. Blood boil.
Honestly, I have a really bad feeling about this.
What a surprise. The two pigeons back
Up
together.
blood boil.
And
Pigeons?
without my permission, of course.
How dare you?
Choose blood boil.
Damn.
What was that, Santino?
Nothing, sir. What a lovely evening. Am I right?
I don't want to hear your crowing, Santino. What the hell are you doing here?
Hey, careful with the racist barking, old hound.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. Can we just skip this part? It's New Year's after all.
And you're on duty, if I'm not mistaken, Martin. Where do you think you're going?
That's it, boss. To serve and protect. Sonny was in the neighborhood and stopped by to say hi. He's a cop too, right?
Only on paper, and you know that very well, Detective.
I don't want any trouble, boss. I just wanted to say hi to Monica, and then this feather pillow showed up. I invited him to grab a quick coffee. You can allow him that much, can't you?
Your coffee breaks usually end up in shooting or brawling, chickens.
Oh, just a coffee, boss. I swear. Oh, have a heart. It's New Year's Eve and I haven't seen my old partner for so long.
How touching. You shot him with a shotgun, if I remember.
Family quarrel.
For all the marrow bones of the world, get the hell out of my sight.
Have a lovely evening, boss.
You especially. Fuck off right now, Santino.
What kind of dog's he?
So what happened?
It's weird because he was. Yeah, I think he looks a bit more like a.
What is
Pointer?
it, Santino?
Nothing, sir.
And you know, then get out
You
of my
got
sight.
me.
Anyway.
We can't avoid speaking with the chief first.
No.
I see you're swamped, buddy.
I've sent the old lizard away. I don't need him to foul the air anymore. I hate his kind anyway.
Well, because he's a reptile.
No, because he's a good-for-nothing piece of shit.
No, yeah, that's true.
And you let
Give
off
nothing
some
piece of
steam.
shih tzu.
Something like that. We'll go and check out some seedy joint. We're cops
I've got a
after
million.
all, ain't we? And this is still Clawville.
That's true, pal. Protect and serve.
Eesh, get a room, you two.
Shut up, Marty.
We can't avoid speaking with the chief first. Anyway,
Oh, that's Monica.
we're leaving, sweetheart.
Stay safe, boys. I'm glad to see you two together again.
I'm afraid you're alone with that.
Hey, don't make me change my mind.
You won't, Marty. I bet you can't wait to get mixed up in some serious trouble again.
Yep, that's true.
I'm serious, boys. Be careful out there.
We're big birds, Monica. We can take care of ourselves. Mostly.
Okay, but take care of each other, too.
Will do, Monica.
Yes, ma'am.
Can we leave now? Yeah, here we go. Right. So these are time sensitive.
I wanted to go get coffee, so the hot dog.
What's hot
The
dog?
hop dog was like the last warning. You can still turn back. My eyes lingered on the sign. An enormous dog. Like a neon god with limitless power over cheap hot dogs, plastic hamburgers, and watered-down coffee. The cold light called me, but I didn't want to get out of the car. If we went in, we were all gonna be pancakes, kept together by cold syrup. Marty's worried look shook me out of my reverie. Oh, cluck. Was I talking to myself
Oh,
again?
cluck.
Fly guy.
Hive.
There used to be such life around here before it became an insect ghetto.
Goddamn.
That was a very long time ago, Marty.
Golden Grange Cow.
I was a little chick, and the hot dog had the best pancakes in the entire
ghetto.
city.
Well, since Zip became the owner, the cook, and the waitress, I imagine it's all gone downhill.
True.
But at least the coffee's good.
That's right. I have no idea what that mongrel's doing with it, and I don't want to know, but its aroma is unbeatable.
It's all about the coffee.
Coffee's important, man.
I mean, they've already got the eggs on it, so the coffee and a bit of bread for some breakfast.
Fresh breakfast and lunch.
Peaceful, isn't it?
Because the whole town's probably
2 in the
drunk
morning.
by now.
Maybe that's the only way
Oh.
it can bear itself.
Doesn't it remind
Being
you
only
of
does
someone?
anything you know about that.
Shut up, Marty.
Got you there, old bird. Did this wreck belong to Zip?
Well, it's a wreck just like him, so I guess it could.
Look at the poor bastard.
He's looking okay, Marty. Remember what we saw when we worked at the Hive?
Wild ones. Don't even remind me. Trying to forget that shit every day.
It's been even worse since. I guess you heard about the riots.
Who hasn't? You know, people are afraid that the Great Fire will happen again, and those hive houses are pretty flammable.
I don't speak of the devil, Marty. But to be honest, I have no idea how this insect matter can be solved. Your heart is pure gold, buddy. But you know it's not that easy. Clawville isn't what it used to be.
Maybe we can't even go inside. The god of pancakes.
Are you sure that thing's a dog? I always wondered.
The name Hop Dog is quite a giveaway. Don't you think so, Mr. Detective?
Sometimes the most natural connections lead us astray.
Who said that?
A natural-born genius.
Yeah, right.
So, is there anywhere in America, except for IHOP, the what do they call it? Something pancakes?
International House of Pancakes.
Yeah. That was interesting.
What other?
We don't serve bugs here.
What
Like, not.
like besides International House of Pancakes and like Waffle House? What are you thinking of?
Hot dog. That's all.
No.
Of all
There's
that's
like-
furry.
Is this still a thing?
The situation's getting even worse, Marty.
What is it?
Have you heard of the young mothers of the Cobbler
It's like
district
one
are
hot dog
forced to make a living?
place that I know.
I
that's
have
like a
no
chain.
idea what goes on in the
I
hive,
can't
son.
remember the actual name
I
of
don't
it.
think I want to know.
It's in like airports and
But
shit.
you're still gonna tell me, right?
Prostitution is the lesser evil. What's worse is that some folks have to sell their kids when they're still larvae.
Shit.
Wait, what?
Holy.
Why?
They pay a hefty sum for each of them downtown.
Oh god.
They sell them as gourmet food in the most expensive restaurants.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
We made this city, Marty. Clawville didn't do this to itself. Don't ever forget that.
That's a bit much.
Just went real dark.
Even though it's a mess, I still can't imagine living anyplace else.
You know what? I envy you for that.
What's something I can pick up? Fly in the soup. It's a penny dreadful. A chicken police story. Can I read that? No.
See?
Hang on. Whoa. Can't.
can you hear me?
Okay, so talking to him was pointless. So we can't even go in here and get coffee.
Huh?
Can't even go in here and get coffee. Came here for no reason.
No, it's just, you know, they'll probably talk about the insect stuff that's going on.
Hotel Atlas.
Yee, my condolences, pal. I see your cleaning lady died.
Yeah, she set foot in the bedroom once. I haven't seen her since. I didn't dare to go after her.
Oh, I wouldn't want to go in there either. But what's that smell?
Ah, cigarettes and whiskey.
Yeah, with a hint of dirty laundry, but no.
This is lavender.
Lavender?
Ah, right. Now that's got to be the Ibanez dame. You know, the broad who gave me the letter. And the job, obviously.
Ah, pretty, huh? I can smell it. She's an exotic, too. An impala, maybe?
Furry hell. That's why Chief Inspector Bloodboil hates you so much. He's jealous because your nose is better than a clucking bloodhound.
The bitter old dog. He just hates all foul.
Yeah, true. Except for Monica.
Monica's a fairy, not a bird. So, what now?
Why are you calling her a fairy?
Well, let's gather my stuff and head to the club. We gotta find out who this Natasha is and what she wants from us. I mean, what she really wants.
After you, Boss Bird. I wouldn't like to touch anything in here anyway. If it's okay, I'll just stand around and stare out the window.
Sure, just do it quietly.
Oh, I can. There's more stuff.
I wanted to travel the world when I was a kid, but I think I'm gonna end up dead in here whether I like it or not. I'm gonna clean up here one day. Yeah, and one day the sun's gonna explode too.
Damn right.
Just a bunch of useless crap in there.
I bet you there's something in there. It's nice that I didn't like pan the camera when I went here, so there isn't anything else. Ah! Wow.
The place is deserted. Poor Zip.
You're right.
Yeah, the guy's middle name is Bad Luck.
I could
That's
pan
for
the camera.
sure.
You gotta keep trying that.
Keep on forgetting.
You still don't eat meat, old man?
I'm a rooster, a chicken. Why the hell would I eat meat?
I don't mean real meat. I'm not a lunatic. But a meat substitute? There's about 10 different kinds. Have you never tried any of them?
Why would I? If I don't eat meat, why would I eat a substitute?
Because you can. That's the point.
Wild gods, Marty. Stop being such a sheep. You fall for those adverts?
Substitute isn't meat, Sonny. And if it's tasty, why wouldn't I eat it?
I don't care what you eat, but don't be surprised when you lose all your feathers or you try to bite off your own leg one day.
And voila, the master himself.
What a finch.
Sonny, he's a pigeon, not a finch.
Don't make me angry, Marty.
Okay, I was only joking.
Is this meant to be Elvis Presley?
I don't think so. It's too. It could be, but
Oh. Oh!
handful of split feathers.
Dead flies tell no tales. Get a bite of me, baby. The city's on fire, shadow of a doubt, and not all cops are yeah, not all cops are pigs. I was already playing.
The highlight of my day.
Yeah, I can smell it already. How does he make the coffee here so special?
Look at that mangy trash panda and tell me, do you really want to know?
You're right.
As always.
Puts insects in it.
He doesn't serve insects. He says that.
Oh, I know. I'm saying he puts insects in the coffee.
Fuck the king.
What insight?
Where all the colors go.
Well, that's a good question, pal.
Not there.
The door didn't look like this last time.
Yeah, because last time you tore it out and beat that baboon with it.
Oh, yeah. I remember now. So that's why Zip remodeled the whole place.
He had to. We didn't leave much of it standing.
If I didn't know how nice we are, I'd almost hate ourselves.
Welcome to the club, partner.
Ah, this will do.
Until tomorrow morning, at least.
That's right. He sure didn't get any younger.
Or prettier.
You think he's still mad at us?
Frankly, Marty, I don't give a damn.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Well, I had to put it in.
Boys, now get the hell out of here while I'm asking nicely.
Hey, is that how you greet two old friends?
Hey, I'm not joking, Sonny. I got a shotgun under the bar.
No, you don't, because if you had, we'd arrest you here and now.
If there's still life in you when you're full of buckshot.
Ah, it's going well so far.
We're just here for a coffee, Zip, okay? Like old times.
Nothing's like old times. Haven't you noticed?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's quite noticeable.
Shit. All right. And where'd you blow in from?
We haven't been anywhere yet, but we're going somewhere.
Everybody's going somewhere, right?
Tell me, how much do you know, Zip?
That depends. How deep is it?
Bottom of the well kind. Goes down around Ibn Wessler.
Holy hell! Wessler? You've dipped your wings in deep shit, boys.
If you've got anything on him, don't keep it to yourself. We'd be grateful.
Grateful. Maybe you're not gonna trash my joint this time, huh? You know, Ibn's acting strange nowadays. He always believed that if you want something done, you do it yourself. That's how it was for years anyway.
And?
But now, he left his real estate, the fish racing clubs, the casinos, and the bars to his right-hand man, Mongrel Mick. And ever since, he's been kinda weird. Bottomed out, brooding in the seediest joints of the city. Nobody ever knew him to be like this. Weird, huh?
Yeah, weird. Do you think it's about a lady?
It's always about a lady.
Well, there is a woman.
I knew it.
But not like you think.
Is this gonna cost much?
Only a favor, like the good old days.
Okay, I'm in. So, about that woman. Is she really that dangerous?
What woman isn't, huh?
No, Zip. I mean, really dangerous.
She's got the most influential gangster of the city wrapped around her finger. She calls him her little furball. How dangerous do you think she is?
He's got tattoos.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to that place?
Of course, 100 times. Everyone who matters in this city's been there. Sorry, guys. But then, it had a different name and a different owner.
Business affairs, right?
Yeah, that was the dark era, Sonny. I don't want to talk about it.
Roger that.
Forget about it.
I've gotta say, you've revamped the joint pretty well.
Yeah, after you trashed it, I had to.
Look, I'm sorry, Zip. That ocelot and his gorilla.
Baboon, not gorilla.
Whatever.
Sonny, what's your beak? So you owe me one until about the end of time. But I'd settle for you washing up here for a few years after retirement, Sonny.
Mind your tongue, furball. So, Ibn's gone insane.
Love will kill you in the end, they say.
Seems like everyone's in a poetic mood today.
You're one to talk, by the way.
Huh? Why?
Because you're always smooth
You didn't get any younger, pal.
You're telling me? You look like you haven't had a good night's sleep since forever.
To be honest, I've never had a good night's sleep in my life.
You will when the big sleep comes.
Big sleep.
And what are your plans? Dying behind the bar?
Oh, hibernation.
Of course. You
No.
got a better
Deathbed.
idea?
A couple, yeah. But somehow this suits you.
You know what?
Oh.
Your mother's a goat.
Continue with the door. I've already talked to him. All that's done. So now we leave. And go to the Tsar Club.
Finally, time to meet Natasha.
Midnight had passed, and the intoxicated madness kicked in. We could only crawl along Shalva District's main street toward downtown.
This video we set right.
The city's heart beat
Feel
differently.
professional.
Ancient buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards, like half-drunk lovers on a fine leather sofa. Great old houses neighbored by garish modern blocks. A place that makes the head hurt.
If Marty be like, who are you
The
talking to?
Tsar's huge neon sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign advertised
trying to,
tonight's
like,
main attraction, the
Get
amazing
the
Natasha.
actual, like, time frame.
Cops were never welcomed at places like
Like,
this.
it's either late 40s, early 50s.
I hoped we were too late for the show. We had to be inconspicuous, but it was never easy with this bird mountain by my side.
Oh, it's.
Ah, so this is the famous Tsar
I
Club.
think so.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul here.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do now?
We find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first, we need to get into the club. And Marty, please, don't monkey this up.
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble primate community of Clawville.
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're
Don't
here
monkey
for.
it up.
Okay?
As you
Racist.
say, Boss Bird.
It is less. Stork lady.
Honestly, I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just brooches, necklaces, and earrings.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by different rules.
That was kind of deep.
It's not. Just bullshit. There's more where that came from.
Ooh, teach me, Master.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Wait, that was deep again, right?
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
Plays his voice.
Amazing.
I don't know. Hey, Lewis.
Hey, that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name? Lawrence? Lamar? No, Liam.
Lewis. Yes, it's him.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the head.
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today. I'll never forget that.
Should I thank him for that?
Or
Probably not.
kill him for it.
You're reading my mind, boss.
I can't talk to him. Okay.
Sonny, my dear friend.
Hi, Lewis. This is my partner. But I'm sure you already know.
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr. Marty. I'm a big admirer of your work.
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Lawrence? Anyways, So, the legendary chicken police back together? Isn't it amazing news?
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're just here for the entertainment. Or something like that.
I see. That's a shame.
See you inside?
I have something to do, my pal, but I'll try to make it for the main event.
Okay then. Catch you later, pal.
Might just be a character thing.
No.
Rabbit.
Being partners for almost 10 long years. 10 long, hard years. Well, we were, because now he's only helping me unofficially until I wrap this case. Marty is a hothead with a hard fist, but he's loyal till the end, and I can count on him in every way, especially if guns are in the picture. That's when he reveals his true self, and that's when I don't ever want to get in his way. Not anymore, at least. Is there... He stutters head away. Yeah, it doesn't say why.
No, it's just I don't know. I don't
Do you not trust him?
I don't trust Lewis.
You don't trust Lawrence? Marty's fiancée is Laura, a beautiful, warm-hearted predator. I don't know what she sees in Marty, but he's too damn lucky. Haven't met the doctor yet.
Reginald Bubo.
He's a big boy.
That's why, so it's Bubo. Man, I feel like scientific names and the names that they came up with for like most birds are just absolutely insane. Like half of them are called tit.
I think is it not because like they're named after whoever
maybe
discovered them? So someone's just going around the wild finding birds. Like, yep, that's mine.
Well, what about the blue-footed booby?
Maybe his name was David Bowie. You don't know.
So there's just somebody with the last name Tit. There's a lot of tits.
Just like life. He's been acting quite strange recently, as if he was trying to withdraw from his own cheap business, live a simple life with simple pleasures. That would be a problem in itself, and it just isn't like him. Okay. These sort of side characters, I'm not really that concerned just yet. Yeah, I'll leave that for later.
Can you talk to the lady that he's with?
Let's not bother. Okay, boss. Whoa, look at that. Isn't that the new...
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk. Haven't seen such beauty since I left Averia.
Of all that's furry, whose is it?
Maybe it's Ibn Wessler's. I guess he's no paper tiger.
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky bastard.
My city is on fire.
Huh, I like this.
Why is that?
I don't know. 'Cause it's moving, I guess.
You're a simple bird, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Fair enough.
He admits to it.
Do you remember when the Clawville Chronicle was a really high-quality newspaper?
You mean when they wrote something about us daily?
Yeah. What exactly happened to them?
Well, they got bored with us, Marty. And to be honest, so did I.
But still, here we are working together again. Funny, huh?
Yeah, hilarious.
Well, we know where we are.
You know, seeing this, I can't wait for the show.
The girls?
New Year's Eve's once a year, right? And we're not on duty.
Woo!
Have I asked how Laura's doing?
Whoa, hey, I was just kidding, okay? My relationship with Laura is unwavering, like the rhino beauty on this picture.
Interesting taste you've got.
Feathers, scales, or dermal armor, a lady's a lady, my friend.
Thank the wild gods for self-sacrificing gentlemen like you.
Just 'cause you only want to stick to birds. Go
One
this way.
day,
tried or something
neon
there.
signs will cover the whole world. I'm telling you.
You read that in some kind of science fiction book?
No, it's just what I think. Pluck off, Sonny.
Fuck off. Yeah, that's far we can go.
Yeah, South Lamont Street.
Des Moines. Coffee day, everyone.
Howdy, pal.
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful, chilly night?
We're expected in the VIP lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here before. May I ask?
Now stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works. So what do you have to do to get in?
Nothing's easier, sir. Are you on the list?
The list? Yeah,
Don't tell me you forgot.
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, you can't come in.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
But of course, Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman, and also a frequent visitor of the club.
Is that so? Good to know. And?
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
What can you tell me about the first lady of the place, big guy?
You mean Miss Natasha Katsenko, sir?
You're right on point, pal.
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's, unbelievable.
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
We got badges.
Look, I really don't want any trouble, but...
It is even more inconvenient for me, sir, but this place doesn't like, coppers. Forgive this slang. I can't let just anybody in, and there are some I'm strictly forbidden to. Please, you have to understand.
Mother.
Listen here, you cow.
Fudger.
Do you have any idea who we are?
It's not a cow.
You
It's
ever
a ram.
read the papers?
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I read the news and more, and I must admit it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino Featherland and Mr. Marty Machikin. The Bell of the Pantheress is one of my favorite books.
Oh my god, not the books again.
So it would be terribly inconvenient for me if I had to use force on you, gentlemen.
What did you just say?
Relax, Marty. This guy has chicks like you for breakfast. And thanks for the information, pal. Have a nice night.
Thank you for understanding, gentlemen, and forgive me for my austere composition.
No problem, Shakespeare.
Right. I'll talk to Liz again first.
You can probably help get in.
That fella's built like a brick shithouse. I don't think we'll be able to just sneak past
He's
him.
a brick.
Wanna bet?
Not today, Marty.
Ow.
Remember, we must avoid suspicion.
Okay. It's okay, Bertha.
He brought it.
Maybe next time.
What was that?
Nothing. Just the wind.
Did you bring Big Bertha with you?
Gods, no. What are you thinking? What idiot would bring a shotgun to a club?
Was that a rhetorical question?
Is Lucas...
Lewis. Look, Lewis, that bouncer over there.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
Yeah, something like that.
No. No problem at all. Come with me. I'll talk to him.
Much obliged, pal.
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Excuse me.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong? Let's just not
Let's
No. Already know.
Sir, how'd you do?
Everything's fine, Mr. Aworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of pigeons are my friends. They're on the list, okay?
Naturellement, sir.
And as for you, you owe me one, gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always.
Finally.
The jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilt whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass.
Wonder how
It was
many
the kind of
bars
place
they
that
watched to
makes you
make this.
drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone
Well,
like me.
I'm gonna find out who
No
made
matter
this game.
how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Czar. Here we are.
Folks are how the games. They made mostly simulations.
Mother
and
of...
stuff.
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Oh, men these days. So, we're here to find a dame called Natasha.
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real.
Foxfella, Big Book. Oh, hello.
This is a bartender.
Why are so many people looking at me?
Guess that's how it always is. They're all looking at
Hey,
you.
there's Philmar.
Who? Oh, yes. Philmar. Because that's what he calls himself, right?
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together, yes. Mainly in Averia, way before Clawville. Another place and another life.
Sounds good. Like the blurb of some cheap pulp fiction book.
Yeah, it was the exact opposite. But the old bird's worth saying hi to.
Hi, old bird.
Well, if it isn't the great detective, Marlowe.
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Okay, Mr. Dumbass alias Phil Marlowe.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with the Feather Pillow Mafia is a turkey. Right, Mr. Turk Cayman?
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
And I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Phil Marlowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clucked tonight.
I know the feeling, pal. By the way, what are you two doing here? You stick out a bit. Are you here for a good old-fashioned beating?
We stick out? Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric pole.
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
You want a case?
5 feet tall, half of that legs. Angelic voice, demonic eyes, just the usual.
Oh, boy.
And you?
Something like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha. She called us here. If I'm not mistaken, the joint is hers.
Yeah, she owns the joint, amongst others. Well, good luck, guys. That broad has a reputation. She's not the kind to toy with, if you know what I mean.
Any useful information?
For free?
Stop clucking around, Philmar.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't leave unless you're thrown out, in which case, you know the drill. We don't know each other, I'll deny you in a blink.
Good to see you too, old pal. We'll be back.
Oh, okay.
Oh, damn. Should have talked to some others. Oh, guess I hang up again with Ivan.
Yeah,
It's been
his head's been down. There he is. Game of Ivan.
A fox is a wolf who sends flowers.
What?
Oh, nothing. I read it somewhere.
Fascinating. I didn't know you could read.
Ha ha ha. Very funny.
So, where the hell is Natasha?
Well, let's ask that stud over there with those nice gals.
That guy looks way too horny for my taste.
Oh man, your sense of humor is bad as ever.
You just need to get used to it again.
What if... this is the life, huh? What's this guy do? Real estate? Mob accountant? Or is he a movie star?
He looks like a coat hanger to me.
That was actually worse than the previous joke.
I try.
She has pretty long legs. I mean, pretty and long legs for a squirrel, but I don't want to be prejudiced.
We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels. We're here to investigate, remember?
I guess they had to give them like human anatomy so they could be attracted to each other.
2 whiskeys, kid, and no horsing around.
I've never heard that one before. Sonny, you gotta drive, you know?
Yeah, you're right, Marty. Hey, Longface, give me a glass of tap water too, okay?
Yes, sir. Coming right up. That wasn't exactly what I meant.
As I recall, you're always bragging about hiding your shotgun in your coat so well, no one can see it.
Sure. Maybe I have it with me now. What?
Well, do you see that bottle, Marty? That's a 28-year-old Golden Eagle whiskey.
Of all the furry gods, you're right.
And they've just left it on the bar. Someone ordered it, got so drunk he forgot all about it. So
we're confiscating it as evidence.
Yeah, well, more like stealing it. But if it's easier for you.
You're twisted, pal. But to be honest, I've no objections. Look, Sonny, I know it's not my place, but Laura's father went to that guy when his, problems had gone too far.
You're treading on thin ice.
We're gonna end this stream when we meet Natasha.
Yeah.
Look, fellas
Just
at
get
the
late.
station are talking, you know? All kinds of things. Moses,
I know
Plato,
it's supposed to have only like
Bosco,
2
and
hours
the
of
others.
gameplay, but there's just
She's been here for
About what?
2 hours on
Yeah,
this
two
shit.
hours,
About
yeah.
Blood Boil took my badge?
There's just like so
About
much
what an
dialogue.
untrustworthy alcoholic wreck I am?
Look,
We can either do another
I'm sorry,
stream
it doesn't
or
matter.
break it up into another
Good.
video.
And let it stay that way.
at least we're cracking this one together, yeah?
Sure, Marty.
Right. Do I have my bag? I do. Alright.
Come to daddy, darling.
Oh damn. I love the fact that he's like all about smoking, but we
Calling
haven't
booze
seen him have a
darling.
cigarette once.
It's kind of weird, don't you think?
Says someone who calls his gun collection his harem.
Touche. I'll shut it.
Good birdie.
He calls his gun collection his harem.
I was hoping to have missed the main event.
You're a rusty old cock, that's why.
So says the little butt jam.
But what? That's not even a word.
It is now, all because of you. You should feel honored. Butt jam.
You know, Sonny, sometimes you're like an evil little child.
Say that about myself.
But you're an evil little child or you're a butt jam?
No, I'm an evil little child.
This guy is certainly not a gangster henchman.
Of course he's not. That woman with Ibn, I think I know her from somewhere.
Maybe in your dreams, pal.
It's an interesting nickname for his first name being Hobart.
You think this is one of those movies where the femme fatale gets everything in the end and the poor detective's left stranded?
Bogan.
Yep,
Damn.
just like life.
Sounds just like one of those.
Just act nonchalant, my friend.
No, it can't be.
What now?
Is that Olivia?
No, Marty.
Hey, Olivia.
Are you talking to me?
It's me, Marty McChicken.
Oh, God.
What a pleasant surprise. The Rooster Copper's in person.
Chicken police. But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could say so. The name's...
Sunny Featherland, of course, of course. Chicken police. Your partner is, he is,
Marty McChicken, sir. I just introduced myself to your lady companion seconds ago.
Oh yeah. I'm so happy to see you.
Hello, boys.
So, to what do we owe this pleasure, gentlemen?
Yeah, so, we were, just in the neighborhood, and...
Cut the crap, Marty. All right, we're here for your sweetheart, Natasha.
Oh, I see.
No big deal. Just a blackmail thing. You know, horrifying threats written on the wall with blood-red paint. The usual stuff. You must be familiar with this kind of thing.
Oh yeah, indeed. It's, nasty business. But I didn't know Natasha hired a detective because of this simple matter. But to be honest, I understand. I would have taken matters into my own hands, you see.
They did good.
I'm kind of busy.
They gave him a really
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday, so he's rather tired. If you would excuse us.
Oh, dear Olivia, it's okay. These gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough. So, how can I help you?
We've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
I'm at your service.
Nice bunker you got here.
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you already know that. Listen, detective. If you want to know something, please ask straight, huh?
All right, Mr. Wessler, let's make this a bit more professional.
I'm not as exciting as people tend to believe. I grew up in a poor family of many siblings. I'm the only one still alive, unfortunately. My career started with a shoe store, and now, here I am.
I wouldn't call that an average life. Shoe store owner to mob boss.
How dare you speak to Mr. Wessler like that?
Leave it, Olivia, dear. It's just provocation.
I'm sorry if I offended you, Mr. Wessler. Shall we talk about something else?
Everybody knows Mr. Hayworth. He's an antique piece of furniture in this city, so to speak.
Only a bit worn out.
It's not my fault that he's so much in debt, detective, but the name of his family still rings quite loud in Clawville.
Is that still worth anything?
The name is just their name, of course, but the man behind the name is another matter, Mr. Featherland.
You're a pragmatic rat.
Thank you. Look, detective, if you want to know something, just ask.
All right, Mr. Wessler. Has your assistant been working for you long?
Are you talking about me?
Yes, I'm talking about you, ma'am.
Let me answer your question then. I've been in Mr. Wessler's employment for 6 months. Why do you ask?
Oh, just routine questioning, you know. Most of them aren't good for anything. Just killing time.
It sounded rude to me.
Yeah, please forgive her, detective. Olivia's a real firecracker.
No, I don't think so, but I'll try. Nope.
How did you feel when you heard about the blackmail?
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
Now I'm kinda interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet. They're just empty threats. There were no demands.
Yeah.
Good point.
Thank you. Are we done?
No.
No, not quite.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You're gonna be sorry.
You seem like a very busy man.
You need to calm down a bit.
You seem a very busy man. May I ask what you do?
It's, uninteresting.
Would you elaborate?
I got a small share in the meat substitute business. If the new product works, maybe we can make your job easier.
You mean reduce predation in Clawville?
There are such plans. If you're interested, talk to Olivia, my assistant. She's an expert in what she does, unlike me.
Thank you. That's it for now.
Here, all right, no, not all right yet. Tricky, stressful, secretive. This is a tricky guy. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him, so I have to be cunning. I can't just pin him against the wall yet. Okay. What the fuck? What does tact turn? Is that going tactical?
Is this place yours?
No, it's not mine.
Never been yours in the past?
Well, why do you ask questions you already know the answer to, huh? Yeah, it was mine. Now it belongs to Natasha. She's my girlfriend. What a coincidence.
Oh, that didn't work.
You're very taciturn, Mr. Wessler. Though I've heard you're quite the speaker.
Look, I'll gladly talk to anyone about business, and even happier to talk about art. But I'm no fan of interrogation on a night out. Are you even on duty?
Sorry for any offense, Mr. Wessler. Let's talk about something else. Wessler is tougher than I thought, and he's secretive. It's time to gently beat around the bush. Do you spend a lot of your time here?
It's a strange question, you know.
Humor me.
Well, of course I spend a lot of time here. I'm here every time Natasha performs. Sadly, yeah, it's getting rarer.
Is it compatible with your other businesses?
Huh? What? Writing threatening messages and hiding them?
I didn't say that.
You're sly for a foul featherland. But this ain't your territory, is it?
I guess not, Mr. Wessler. Business going well, Mr. Wessler?
Depends on which one.
Real estate, catering, charity, protection, extortion, bribing cops, contraband, the usual.
Funny guy.
How are the casinos?
Fine, thank you. Yeah, gambling has always been a good business.
Yeah.
Luck is expensive around here.
Yeah.
Damn, if only I knew that. I heard gambling was illegal.
And I've heard you're not on the force at the moment.
Then it seems we have a fair fight.
On uneven ground, Mr. Featherland. I'm not sure I'd stand on it for long, if I were you.
That was candid.
Yeah, I try to be clear.
Let's calm him down.
Is everything all right between you and Natasha?
Yeah, you don't beat around the bush, do you? Understandable, I guess. Naturally, our relationship is stable and perfect. I'm the setting, she's the gemstone. Yeah, if you know what I mean.
I rarely hear such poetry, but I understand exactly what you mean, Mr. Wessler.
So, you have your answer.
No recent friction?
Wouldn't you like to know?
It would make my job easier.
Yeah, it would only lead you astray. So be glad that I tell you no. No friction.
Ibn is quick-tempered, and I can use that to my advantage. I've confounded and softened him with my previous questions. Now it's time to be specific and ruthless. The mob boss and the pussycat, eh? How did you even meet?
Huh? Are you trying to piss me off, Corpora, so I accidentally let some big secret slip out, huh?
A simple answer would work.
You know, Natasha, she's both connoisseur and muse. So, how was it? When was it exactly?
You don't remember? That's strange.
Ah, yeah. The Millions, of course. It was like another lifetime. It happened right here. Only this place was called the Millions back then. She was a dancer. Behind the scenes, I arranged opportunities for her on the big stage. Yeah, maybe she still doesn't know it was me. Then one day, I invited her for a drink with a promise that if she was willing to meet me, I'd buy the place for her.
I guess she was willing.
The next day, she had the club in her name.
Well, that is romantic.
Yeah, there are many kinds of romance, Birdman. There's cheap and there's expensive. You get what you can afford.
Do you live in the same house as Natasha?
Oh, you're really something. Natasha's a free woman, but mostly, yeah, at my place in Goldtown. But she has her own kind of a weekend house.
How often does she use the weekend house?
Yeah, every other weekend, roughly.
I see. That's very important information.
Yeah, if you say so.
Well,
Is she completely alone when she's there at the weekend?
As I've told you, Natasha's a free woman, huh? She's an adult. She doesn't need an escort. Or, she didn't need one until now.
Are you afraid for her? You know, a big star like her, alone in that house.
I never said a black car doesn't drive by 2 or 3 times a day, but, it's just caution. Huh. I'm not a monster after all, am I?
I suppose not. So Natasha feels like she's in grave danger, yet she's still going out alone.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. But I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if you do, but, in our social circles, banquets and dinners are frequent.
Illegal gambling nights.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha is crazy about the roulette wheel.
Always putting it all on the red, right?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red. Yeah, right.
So, can we meet your lady?
I don't see why not. But first, please, listen to her sing. She's on soon.
decent cop. Okay. Final Boss is how you do it. Partner enough quite like old times. You slow down. The Rooster still remembers some tricks. I've been trying very hard to change the subject when it comes to the frets. He obviously knows more than he's willing to tell.
Thank you for your time. We'll be seeing you.
I have no doubt about that, unfortunately.
Hey, we should grab a coffee or something, Olivia. You know, for old time's sake.
Pleasure to meet you, gentlemen. Goodbye.
Oh.
Please, take a seat. The show's gonna start soon.
He's got Laura. She pretended she didn't know him from the very start, so... Oh, yeah.
Oh, God's sake.
Oh, damn.
Of course.
She's the only thing with color in this entire city. It's just so weird. Sorry.
I knew she was trouble.
Bourbon moon hangs in the sky. My man has left with a golden smile. This is so funny. You can kill me, honey.
Sonny.
It's her.
And it's dead.
Is she the one he sees?
She, the woman in red dancing.
That
It looked like
was,
a rabbit, though.
Unique.
Oh, that is cute. Nobody has ever given me such a unique compliment before.
Forgive me, my name is Santino Featherland.
I thought so. You look more or less like I imagined.
More or less.
Sometimes less is more, Mr. Featherland.
You were amazing, dear, as always.
Could you be my little furball and fetch me a cocktail?
But of course.
Eben will be back soon. We'll have a few minutes to talk. Then he'll end the conversation and throw you both out.
With all due respect, ma'am, we're not that easy to get rid of. Doesn't matter who's trying, believe me.
Doesn't matter, he'll do it. That's why I'm telling you. I don't want a scene. My room's upstairs. Meet me there in 20 minutes. Come alone, Sonny. You'd be too conspicuous otherwise.
Hey, I understand. You know, they call him Target Marty at the station.
I don't have time, Mr. Featherland.
Sure thing, Natasha. I'll come to your room. 3 knocks, a short pause, then another 3.
I'll be waiting. Go, before he comes back.
So I think we should leave it off.
I knew she was trouble the first
Yes!
time I saw her.
You said it!
She wore danger like a perfume. It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people. I wanted to be the microphone as she whispers her melodies, or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance. I wanted to be her nightdress, barely touching, barely covering her marble skin. But I was a cop, and a lifetime wouldn't be enough to rid myself of what a woman like her hides under her makeup. Keep your distance, Sonny. Just keep your distance.
Do you know what? I don't think make this a movie.
I think we should leave it off.
Yeah, Miss Natasha, we shall see you next time. There's no one here now to say goodbye to, but if you've watched this video, thanks for watching it, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye! Say goodbye.
Goodbye.